How's it going, folks? It's Lobo, and thank you so much for joining me today for another episode of The Penguin. If you missed out on last week's episode 2 reaction and you want to get caught up, that is in the description, because right now we have episode 3 on our hands with the unsteady alliance between Oz and Sofia. Vic is out to redeem himself now that he has screwed up the whole thing with Johnny Vitti and planting the jewels in his car. And now we have a new drug coming to Gotham, so how this all shakes out, we shall see. Here it is, the episode 3 reaction. I hope you guys enjoy. I'm also aware that this episode is called Bliss, which I believe is going to be that drug. I think you see it in the trailer. It's in like a little vial. It's like a red crystal or some shit. But that reminds me of Far Cry 5, which is an underrated Far Cry, but it's that stuff that Faith had. Like you'd see her on the shore when you were fishing or something, and then she'd turn into a badger and attack you. No context, that sounds weird, but it was pretty cool. It's like a white flower in a barrel for some reason, but yeah, underrated Far Cry. I'm a little biased because it is my favorite, but it's underrated. It's got a backpack on. Is this gonna be a flashback?
Don't kill me.
No promises.
Is this the girl? Yep. He got a text message last episode.
Political news on this Tuesday election night. 28-year-old.
Election night.
Anoche.
Te escucho.
Okay, well, at one point he did have a family. Interesting.
Sparks were hard to find, but
Those are great lights.
You act like wanting more is a bad thing, but don't you want a better life than this?
Victor.
Yeah, it sounded like Oz here.
we have more than enough. Calvin going to be there?
Bye. You don't even know him.
I know his cousin pushes drugs.
Okay, so chill out for once and let me see my friends.
Fine, go.
All right.
He knows he's hanging out with the wrong crowd. But it's funny because all I can think about is the Riddler. That scene.
Tomorrow's slick.
Popping in my head. It's so funny.
Can't wait to get out of this shithole.
Kind of nice.
That's because you're looking far away at the rich neighborhood.
Damn, dude.
What a shithole.
Come on. I like it here. You know, I do. The city's wild.
Shit's gonna get rocked soon.
It's like anything could happen.
Is it gonna happen in like the background? It's gonna be really cool to have a perspective change on this.
Is it working?
Yeah, Jesus Christ. Oh, that was the fireworks. This is the explosion.
This box.
God, they're everywhere.
Ave Maria, bitch. Oh my god. Damn, dude, that's actually like really. I mean, the Riddler's practically a terrorist, in all honesty. Oh my god. Jesus fuck, dude. Oh, that actually, that really puts it in a whole new perspective. Especially with that terrible timing of the hurricanes in real life, tragically. It's a scary situation.
Sofia, is that like, are we partners now?
Temporarily, once Luca figures out that she don't want to play nice, Falcons will take care of it for us.
Isn't Luca her cousin?
Uncle, all these fucks are related, you know? Jazzed all over the toe of that boot. I got the tweet. You still worked up about that Joel shit? As far as I'm concerned, it's ancient history. Because I need your head in the game. You driving me and Sofia tonight?
Oh, God.
Driving both of you?
Yeah. What do you think the new clothes are for? You're my guy.
Driving the hangman.
Just occurred to me. We never discussed your salary. So,
Shit, he's gonna pay him?
what do you say? We start you on one a week.
1,000 a week? Are you serious?
Bro, I should start working for Oz.
I want 2,000.
That's what I'm talking about.
Dude, he likes that. Wait, he's gonna let her up?
Give me some time.
Hold on, Oz, what if she asks me about her brother? Or Castillo?
Just tell you how to hand and kill them both. See what happens. Hey, Sal.
Oh, dude, poor Vic, man. Compose yourself. She only kills women. Except for your friend in the first episode.
Where's Oz?
He's getting...
Tacky.
Would you, do you wanna, sit down?
I'd rather not. So where'd Oz find you?
Work. I worked on his car. He thought that I did good.
You're a mechanic.
I sort of
That could have been so bad.
Then why can't you work a lighter?
think this thing's broken actually.
She'll get it to work in one go. Yeah. Dude, she's so scary.
Victor, the young mechanic.
Dude, she can
You know, Oz used to be my driver.
see
Did
right
he tell you
through it.
that? I didn't think so.
What? Her driver?
I like your place.
Thank you.
Come on. You're driving. Just like old times.
It's very interesting.
You do anything stupid, I'll sense it.
Touch anything, I'll know.
Wanna tell me what's going on here?
I thought Alberto told you everything.
Well, I wasn't exactly a detail-oriented guy, you know.
Arkham State Hospital. Okay.
Thought this was all Al's plan.
I know you did.
Dude, you should know by now that she's like the smartest one. Now that it's from Arkham, apparently, all the people who are like, oh, it's going to be Scarecrow's drug, the Mad Hatter. Guys, relax. It's not. Yeah, there it is. Like the red crystals. Oh, mushrooms.
It's not the mushrooms that we're using.
They're the basidio spores.
The fuck you just say to me?
These are...
You can't use your family's connects on this. You know, not without Luca getting wind.
Well, that's why you're here. So now's your time to shine, Oz.
The actress is just magic in this show. She's so good. In Oz's place, huh?
He disappeared around the same time you did.
No, I haven't seen him.
Yeah, he got popped.
So you just drive this club owner around and he lets you stay here?
Yeah, this club owner.
I'm leaving, Victor. Because our school's underwater and I don't want to live in a FEMA camp anymore.
Your life is here.
Not anymore. Our families are dead. You've got a good thing going here. I'm really happy for you. This is what you want, right?
I'm not sure that he'd let me go.
Who, your boss?
Yeah.
He's not just like a club owner. If I took off, I don't think that
Vic knows too much at this point. He could be a liability.
he's on his way back, so you gotta go.
What?
Yeah, and get me a ticket.
Really?
Yeah, I'm gonna meet you at Gotham Station.
We know that's not gonna happen. Johnny wearing glasses now.
Our men are being gunned down by the Maronis in broad daylight, but you're throwing a fucking sleepover.
Luca, he's the head of the family now. When he tells you to go to Italy, you get on a fucking plane.
Did you print this out yourself?
I know you're not right in the head. I mean, that's pretty damn clear. But I'm not scared of you. All I see is a spoiled bride who got what she deserved.
Damn.
I just need some time to get a few
2
things.
days.
This guy really likes 48 hours. It's the same time he gave Oz.
Or I tell people that's where you went.
Oh, shit, dude. That's like a legit threat that time. Wayne Tower. Stop drops. I love all the details in the background. Also kind of weird. There are random subtitles for like the plane ticket. I don't know if that's like a bug because I don't have subtitles on. It's kind of annoying.
Hey.
I think this is going to be Oz's new club. Better keep the same name.
Maybe next time call ahead.
Sofia Falcone. Never met, but I know who you are.
Good for you.
Hey, Oz. You know I'm not a rat, right? You know I'd never... He's gonna kill me. He's gonna kill me.
Is it weird that... I mean, that's one of my predictions. I actually think that's going to happen.
Shit.
Oh, what? Is he parked illegally? That'll get you. Breathe, man. Oh, God.
Step out of the car, son.
For what?
Whoa. Whoa. What did I do?
You nervous?
Stutter sometimes.
You're idling in a loading zone. Turn around.
I could just
Turn around. Hands on the hood.
Wait.
My boss's car.
Pretty flashy. It's a lot of money for a kid your age to be carrying around.
I don't know what you're talking about. I don't have any money.
Gotta be quick. Yo, he's learning.
As soon as your boss is back, get out of here.
That a boy, Vic. Fuck yeah, dude.
You know, we got support from within the family. Who?
Yeah, who?
Name him. Go ahead.
Johnny Vitti.
That's bullshit.
Fuck you, bullshit.
Johnny is my mother's cousin. He and I are very close. Our drops operation.
Disaster.
Embarrassing.
A phone call would suffice. From Johnny Beatty.
Oh.
Or you full of shit as usual, Oz.
Nah, my word's good. I'll have Vitti give the old man a ring.
Okay, well, how are they gonna swing this one? Impersonator?
Look at you. You're having fun. I can tell.
Oz.
Listen, I got a plan.
Blackmail him. Use the file. Blackmail that bitch.
Yeah, right. So he finds my money.
I love that he's retelling it.
He took the whole fucking G. Motherfucker.
The steak of...
Steak fried.
Hey, don't do that. The man was speaking. Let him finish.
I apologize. Please.
Frites. Steak frites, steaks.
I love their relationship.
You got fight in you, Vic. You gotta let it out.
My dad, he was a mechanic.
Oh, okay.
But in his heart, my man was a chef. Mexican and Dominican stuff.
Yeah.
Like sancocho, things like that.
Beautiful.
Yeah. I don't think he ever got to eat in a lot of nice restaurants.
That ain't fucking right. The world ain't set up for the honest man to succeed. That should be the American dream right there. You know, beautiful story with a happy ending. But that ain't the way the world works, Vic. America's a hustle. The one, Ramon Aguilar. You raised a good son. Your dad'd be proud of you, Vic.
Why does he keep looking at them? Oh, that's Luca's wife. Okay. And I also think that's Johnny's mother-in-law, which is very awkward.
What are you doing here?
I need a favor.
Hey, Johnny.
Congratulations on the nuptials.
Get out.
One word about this, the little guy, swear to
And what, Johnny? What are you gonna do? The ghost will haunt me.
What, are you two working together now?
Oz is working for me.
You're going against Luca to back a psychopath.
You're gonna back her too, Vic. And I don't think she appreciates you calling her a psycho.
He's absolutely right, I don't.
I'm gonna tell him that you sat down with me and Sofia, and that we got your support.
Fucking nut. You want me to lie to the head of the triads?
Nah, it doesn't have to be a lie. I mean, we could all get rid of Luca together, right?
That's right.
Think about it. I get rich, Sofia gets a family. You get to fuck Tina's brains out on a beach with white sand somewhere.
Sounds pretty good.
You got locked up. Carmine let him run the 44. But he never respected him. I bet you don't respect him either, do you? People don't keep you around because they think you're smart. And they sure as shit don't.
Do not insult that man. That's his tick.
People keep the penguin around as entertainment because everybody...
Oh boy, here it is.
Joking.
This fucking funny to you? Huh? You and the family taking Sofia out to dry?
Oh, the teeth cracking. Oh. That sound design was great and terrible.
Make the fucking call.
I like that this version of Oz will like always get his hands dirty. Like he's physical. It's not like Arkham Penguin.
Well, I asked you ladies here.
First sample.
The best fucking salespeople I know. Vic here is gonna be our bag man for the night. All right, get out there and make us a fuck ton of money.
I love the white suit.
Hey, kid. Remember.
Dude, he's not gonna try to run off with the money, is he?
Believe in you, kid.
Oh, don't tell me he's gonna do that.
Bangs out will be here soon. You know, if he likes what he sees.
I can't tell who wants this more. Me or you.
I want this for you.
You say all the right things, don't you, Oz?
She's so good.
What you did to me, was it worth it? Because it seems Like you want more.
Talking here. 10 fucking years.
I know how long it's been, and I am not some ignorant kid that you can play with anymore.
That ain't what I'm saying.
Zhao is here to see me, not my former driver. Remember that. Mr. Zhao.
We've raised the price twice already, right? It hasn't affected sales. Imagine the future. You know, our drug, your clubs, your casinos.
Certainly a lot of potential to your plan, Miss Falcone. The risk here is too great.
I know that voice.
Falcones have a history with the Triads.
That's Sensei Ishikawa from Ghost of Tsushima.
I opened a bottle of champagne.
I love this casting.
My time in Arkham gives you pause. But I'm not the only one with a past. I've done some digging on you, Mr. Zhao. Well, then you would agree that most drug use is rooted in psychological need.
I would agree that everything humans do is rooted in psychological need.
Their city has been decimated. A madman flooded our streets. People lost their homes, their families.
Hey, Bagman!
I
have to get back to work.
Vic is at a crossroads right now.
Roxy, really.
I see what they did there. That was cool. It was trying to make you think there was an explosion. Yeah. Damn, bro, that made my heart jump. Oh.
What is wrong with you? Shit's everywhere. Keep it together.
Shit's traumatic.
I can go to the Neon Dragons or the Odessa Mob. I don't care much who our sales reps are.
Fuck you doing?
Make the deal or don't. I'll be downstairs.
This is how you reel them in. She knows what she's doing.
Triads are in, goddammit, it was sweet. You held your own tonight. I'm proud of you, Vic. Proud of you. Stuff. Give it to me. Now, goddammit. You going somewhere? My fucking money.
With the money? Whoa, whoa, no, I wouldn't.
And you want to bail for what? A piece of ass?
Oz, it's not her. It's the,
Jesus, kid!
It's everything, all right? It's everything. All right, I do it all. I try to. I don't know if I should.
Well, you're too good for this life. You want to go? What are you waiting for? Fucking go.
I can't leave.
The fuck? You think I'm holding you hostage or something? The what? You're my fucking prisoner? That it?
Hey.
This what it feels like?
No.
Being with me. I gave you clothes, money, a place to crash. You got all the opportunity in the world right fucking here. But this is all you feel. You chose to stay. How about you ask yourself why? Because you want something better. You want more than your father ever had.
My dad would be ashamed of me.
You want to know what's shameful, Vic? Working your whole goddamn life, having nothing to show for it. They don't give out awards for dying in the projects.
Fuck you.
Fuck me! Don't give a shit about you or your family. So go, get the fuck out of here. You don't deserve this.
GCPD. I have no idea what's gonna happen. I like this song.
Is it done?
Triads are in. Don't seem too excited.
Trauma sells.
Jesus Christ, fine. I fucked you over. That what you want to hear?
Tell me that's not your attempt at an apology.
I didn't know what Carmine would do. Fucking Arkham. His own flesh and blood. I swear I thought I was looking out for you.
Bullshit. You ratted me out.
I ain't no rat.
And I'm not the hangman. You see the way people look at me, right? And what was it all for? You're not even a made man.
Yeah, you're right. I ain't. I still made out like a goddamn bandit. And you know what? It was worth it. The club, a drops operation to run my own thing. Guy like me. Getting all that don't mean nothing to you maybe, but it does to me. Meant I could have a better life. I don't regret what I got.
Wow.
No, but I'm sorry. I'm fucking sorry for everything that's happened to you. You meant something to me. Still do. And I fucked it up. I mean, that I ain't never gonna live down.
Dude, these two are just killing it in this show. My God.
I don't know where to go from here. I don't know how to trust you.
How about I keep showing you how?
Whoa.
Don't move. Don't fucking move.
Oh, shit.
Us? You think you can pay us? We've been watching you, motherfucker.
Oh, fuck, dude. Oh, don't have Vic come back in the middle of that. Is Vic gonna die? Bro, what are we doing right now? Why is this episode so intense? Is he gonna mow him down? He is! Holy shit, Vic! Oh, Jesus Christ!
Gotta fucking go now!
What about Sofia?
Fuck! Leave her!
Vic, I knew you'd come back. I fucking knew it. Jesus, we're in it now, Vic. We're in it now.
They are bleeding together. Oh my God, dude. What a fucking episode, dude. Holy shit. Ugh. That was another hell of an episode. I honestly think that's the best one we've had so far. I don't want to give out ratings, but if I had to rate like how these episodes have been, I would give episode 1 a 9, episode 2 an 8. I think it was just a little bit of a step back, still really good quality. This was like borderline a 10, if not a 10. This was fantastic. It's something really bothering me now that I'm watching this is the performances. What I mean by that is they are just, it's honestly like a back and forth race to like perfection between Kristen and Colin and how they're portraying Oz and Sofia. But my issue is WB, HBO, all them, they decided to release House of the Dragon, The Penguin, and The Last of Us in the same qualifying year for the Emmys, which would be I think the 2024 fall, which would qualify for like the span of this year. I don't know. The Emmys does it different than the Oscars, but you have like all these major shows competing for the award season. I'm like, this is ridiculous. I don't want this show to get overshadowed by, because obviously production and those are more of their big blockbuster. This is gonna pull in the viewers. And these damn shows always are notorious for having it out against comic book movies. It's one of the reasons why the Batman didn't get even a nomination for cinematography, which is ridiculous, because even Roger Deakins was praising the hell out of Greg Fraser's remarkable work in that movie. So I don't want this to suffer because of, one, how they are against awards for these for being a comic book property still technically, but then also you have to compete with The Last of Us and House of the Dragon, dude. But I will just say, even if they get snubbed, dude, everyone around the clock is just doing a phenomenal job in this show. Like, there's no single performance that I can pick out that's just like, oh, they're weighing down everyone else. They're doing the cast a disservice with, no, dude, everyone is phenomenal. Even Oz's mom is just, every scene she's in, we have a hell of a show on our hands. But yeah, just going off what happened at the end, we had it kind of ironic, Oz and Sofia with their seemingly shortcut alliance. We had that whole heart-to-heart that even kind of had me teary because Oz was kind of giving her, I think he kind of manipulates the truth. He's not outright saying like how bad he feels he is, but it also has a motive behind it because he's trying to get on her good side to ultimately undermine her because he's hoping she gets offed. I don't think he really does care for her. He's good at what he does, and she calls him out all the time for that. You just say the right things, don't you? But it was actually kind of getting to her because she was tearing up. But that emotional segment between the two of them was so rich in not only writing and dialogue, but there was a sincerity behind it, even though it might have been for ill purpose, but it was getting to me. Like, I started to feel that. The back and forth between the two of them is just, it's nothing short of incredible, even though that they're at odds and they are going to be like these opposing people in the show, because he left her at the end after he was like, oh, I'm going to make it up to you. I'll show you how to trust me. And then he's like, just leave her. But even still, anytime they're on the camera together, you know you're going to be in for a treat. Just acting and dialogue-wise. Dude, the dialogue in this episode especially, I think it's the best it's ever been so far for the series. Every scene was just, it ate, man. But it also makes me wonder because I know at one point Oz was... Dude, trying to remember names without subtitles because I never have subtitles on because I find them distracting in video games and everything. If I ever get back to, well, I don't want to jump the gun here, but if I ever, let's say I ever did a game, if I ever opened up like a Let's Play channel again and I did a game, I would never use subtitles because I think subtitles spoil what's going to happen beforehand and it ruins the fun for me. But then the downside when you have somebody like me who's just terrible at pronunciation, especially when it comes to names, and then trying to remember what I think the name said. Like, I think the guy was named Peachy Revenue was his driver. So, see, I probably butchered that. But Oz said he was his driver, and then that's how we got introduced to Carmine. But then Sofia, obviously this would be at a later date, so Oz was the driver for him at one point, moved up to Carmine's daughter, but I had no idea he's going to be her driver. I knew there was a history there, and I knew he was somewhat responsible for her going to Arkham. We still don't have a clear reason why. It's just kind of, it was just like the accusation and her calling him out on that without like specific details. So how that shakes out, I don't know. But the interesting thing that lies in that is that she said she's not the Hangman. I don't understand what she means by that. I know in the comics that's something she is, like her brother is the holiday killer, I think in The Long Halloween. But here it said that Sofia Falcone killed 7 women, which is interesting because 1, it's exclusively women, and 2, why did that even happen? If she was taking the fall for someone, why kill these women in like Jack the Ripper? I don't understand. I don't think it was Oz killing the women, or she was taking the fall for him. Maybe she was taking the fall for someone else, but who could it be? That's what I don't get, and we'll find out because well, I don't want to spoil, but I know the premise of next episode. That's something I knew before the series even began because they released the episode runtimes with the titles and also just kind of an overview. And people are saying episode 4 is one of the best episodes, and I know where it's going to take place. But if you don't know, I'll save that till you experience it. Right now, it's all conjecture on why she's being labeled as the Hangman and the true story there, and if she was even sort of psychologically, if she had any mental illness before she was even committed to Arkham, because she could have been a victim there. She said in episode 1, they stripped her naked, they like sort of dehumanized them, which I could imagine. I mean, that's a real occurrence when we think about the real world in prisons and I'm sure in psych wards. And then she even spoke about her drug use, which is kind of a parallel because in their conversation when Oz was like, "Ooh, Al's an addict, sweetheart." And I don't know if she was taken aback by that. She probably knew, but I didn't think that was something she dabbled in. But then when she was explaining, it was like a way to, it was an escape pretty much. Escape from Arkham, escape from the horrors going on. So I understand, and it's a good way for her to pave the Bliss as like the new drug in Gotham, the escape from the terror that the Riddler caused. So she's obviously banking and marketing on that. But for where the Arkham side is concerned, I actually really don't know, and I'm excited to find out because it is shaping up to be almost a mystery of, is she the Hangman? Oh, look I lifted my leg because I want to do CrossFit. Yes, I'm wearing pajamas. And also now, where is she gonna go? Who is she gonna have? Because the whole point of getting this Oz with Alliance. See, well, that was backwards. This alliance with Oz, excuse me, was because Luca and these old Falcone men were pushing her out. They were trying to get her out. They were sending her to Lake Como in Italy. They just want her out of the picture. So she went to Oz as a sort of a last resort. But obviously there's a history there between the two of them. I don't know how and that's something we're just going to have to learn about. But where does she go from here? I don't think she's going to go to Johnny. Certainly not Luca, because he's the one who originally was trying to get her out, but who does she have now? What's her play? And now what's Oz's play? Because Oz has no one as well. They're in the same boat. He completely screwed it up with the Maronis because Nadia showed up at the end. Now Sofia will probably know that it was him. He was the inside man all along, and perhaps now she'll know who actually killed her brother and that she was forced to kill a bodyguard that she trusted, who is wrongfully convicted, if you want to call it that. Yeah, dude, this shit just keeps going downhill in terms of Oz is a guy on the fly, a lot of improv, it's chaos energy. It's just, there's no really set plan that goes swimmingly. Everything is, here's another obstacle, here's how I weasel my way out of this, but it's just getting drastically worse. And now it looks like he doesn't have anyone aside from Vic to just combat the wave of oppressive forces that he's gonna face now and the going forward in the show. And speaking of Vic, dude, I feel like he was low-key the heart of this episode. He's kind of been almost like that for the entirety of the show, but more so in here, getting the perspective he had on the flood. And it was truly, it was powerful. And just rewatching a bit of that, because I like to go back in the episode and look at specific clips just because I'm like, oh, Gotham, or how good that CG looked or whatever. But it kind of had me a little teary because as I mentioned, we have in America terrible floods going on as a result of the hurricane. People are lost, their homes are destroyed. It's really quite sad. I know a lot of this was based on Hurricane Katrina, but how could you guess in real life another devastation would hit? And it's scary and it's saddening. And seeing it as a point of view from him on the roof, helpless with his parents, with this colossal wave coming with so much foot. It looked scarier here than in the Batman. In the Batman, it had a lot of overhead shots so you can see, which was like, oh my god, this flood and stuff. But actually seeing like the impact of how it completely demolished the bridge. Cars were just falling. Like, you have to think the people in their moments just going home, living their lives, and then all of a sudden it's over for them and they're just drowned in water. And then even the people on the street in front of his apartment complex, like them seeing the flood coming at them and them trying to run, and it's just, there's no chance. Like, that's terrifying. It was like a sickeningly great job at portraying how this actually would have felt. It is horrifying, and it kind of messed me up a little bit in the head just seeing that. Even just rewatching and thinking about it, it's powerful and it's scary. But now we do have an exact answer on what happened to Vic's family, because I always imagined he was an orphan. Like, you just have to, the way they were saying his apartment complex was wiped off, it's a no man's land, but that's telling without showing. But now we actually got to see and have that, okay, his family is gone. I think I know it has been a few weeks, so he's obviously had time to process and grieve, but I was always thinking he's holding it together really well. But you see the little slips there of where there's any mention of the flood, and then he kind of just starts to get in his head. And then we had with the club, he was almost getting like PTSD with the explosions, and seeing the panic in his eyes, in his face as he was reliving those moments. That was a crazy thing to witness. And then even just on the outside of that, his conversations with Oz and this whole dilemma throughout the episode of where should I go? What should I do? I said he was on like a crossroads of sorts, and he had his girlfriend saying, let's leave for California. And then on the other side, we have Oz, who is this. Oz in this situation is much more than just like a dirty man, if you will. He represents the temptation and the downside of life. Because as much as I want to say Oz is wrong in this way, he brought up some really valid and very true points about how the American dream should be this beautiful story. Everyone gets a happy ending, lives comfortably, but it's truly not how the world works. That's not a guarantee. Life being good and enjoying the comforts and the luxury of life, that is not a guarantee. We all know that. So I'd like to say he's wrong, but I can't argue with his philosophy in that thinking, where he's saying that you work all this time and you got nothing to show for it. He was putting that perspective. He was kind of trashing on Vic's dad in that conversation in the bathroom, but he was laying it out for him. Because look on the other side, Oz was offering him $1,000 a week, and then Vic was like, I want two, and he wasn't opposed to that. I know for a lot of people, dude, that could be just an absolute game changer. It's easy to frown upon something bad or negative from the outside, but once you actually have steady income, putting food on the table, and being able to indulge in the luxuries of life because you actually have extra money for once, then the walls on your comfortability will slowly start to level down a bit. I'm not saying everyone with this life, because the whole point of the show, when I was watching the behind the scenes they did with Matt Reeves, Lauren LaFranc, and Dylan Clark, I forget who specifically said it, but they labeled this as like the idea of a dark American dream story. that they're faced with the same challenges that we do as normal people, like struggling with bills and how are we going to make this, how are we going to survive. But instead of taking the path that we always do, where we just kind of wing it and we have to live by these societal like structures and these rules, they make the choices that we never could. And it's wrong and it's horrifying, but there's that slightest bit of temptation and appeal, because it does alleviate all the worries. But of course, it brings this new factor in of the danger just from living this lifestyle. So seeing Vic being torn between the two of those, where is my path? My father would be ashamed of me. But then he also brought up with his dad that he's like, don't you want more than this? So there is that ambition within him that he was always saying that he had. And it came through when he decided to just let his girlfriend go, and then he turned around and came back to Oz and ultimately saved him. Now he's in deep shit because they got everyone against him. It's just him and Oz, no one else. Oz's crew perhaps, but their conversation in the bathroom was just really powerful, really well acted, and the idea of just Vic was viewing himself as a prisoner, and Oz was a little bit offended by that because he wants to be the idol of him. Oz as a person wants to be kind of like Rex Calabrese. He wants to be loved, he wants to be revered, but to have someone in his immediate presence, Vic, a younger person, he wants to be like the role model, even though it is this lifestyle, that is still everything he wants. And Oz truly was hurt by that, which is just... These characters, these conversations are so endearing because it's comic book property, it's comic book characters, it's a fictional world, it's Gotham, it's the Penguin. But the heart within these characters is there's such a relatability and such a genuine compassion to it, even in this darkness. Because with Oz's disability and Vic's stuttering, there's such a vulnerability and connection between the two that these two underdogs, in a sense, are going up against the tide of just everything else. And I truly love their relationship. And I still think Vic's gonna die, but I'm not so sure because the way they were labeling it, where he's like, yeah, Oz is gonna kill me. I feel like they know that we would guess that Oz would kill him. I still don't think Vic is going to survive the episode, to the finale. Well, to the finale, but beyond that, to the Batman Part 2. But I feel bad. I want him. It's funny. We have a criminal technically in all aspects, but I don't want anything bad to happen to Vic. I don't want him to die. I don't want him to go to jail. I just want him and Oz to live happily ever after. But that shit ain't gonna happen. That ain't the way the world works. All in all, phenomenal episode. I'm really loving this series a lot more than I thought I would. I mentioned this before. I knew it was going to be good, but man, dude, as these episodes start piling on and the investment in the characters just continues to grow for me, and it makes me nervous, especially at that end. I'm like, what is happening? Is Vic gonna die? What's going on? It was stressful in all honesty. But that was my episode 3 discussion and of course reaction. I hope you guys enjoyed it at the very least, and if you want to talk about it, just hit me up in the comments or Twitter, because this is a very exciting series and episode. And now we have to wait till next week for the next one. I also think next week I'm going to get back to movie reactions. I planned on it this week, but I'm not sure. I think it would be a safer bet for next week to get back onto movie reactions. But as that arises, we'll talk more about it. I just don't want to commit to it until it actually happens. But truly, I hope you guys enjoyed. So until then, have a great rest of your day. Rest well. And until the next.